Yesterday, young minds took the stage, opening the second regional tournament of I Beg to Differ Season 9. Penny International College opened the day with a strong performance, defeating Rose Private College on the motion, "Poverty is a greater threat than insecurity in Nigeria." Later, Supreme Education Foundation School triumphs over Moral Esteem Schools in a fiery national debate on the topic, Japa or emigration is good for Nigeria's development. And so as we enter Battle Day 2, "30 schools remain in the race. By the end of today, 28 will still be standing, and we would have said bye-bye to 4. 2 tonight and the 2 from last night. Welcome, Lagos. Welcome, Nigeria. Welcome, dear students, contestants, and combatants. I'm Femi Obong-Daniels.
And I am Yvonne Okhaifo. Welcome back. Welcome back. As the journey to the national tournament resumes, remember that you can also listen to I Beg to Differ on Kids FM. The dial is 101.7. And if you miss any of the action this week, you can catch up at the weekend on Wazobia Max Television. That is DSTV channel 259, Go TV channel 98, and Star Times channel 195.
All right, time to meet our judges quickly. Dr. Chiking Beadiche is the head of Department Communication, Media and Cultural Studies, Pan Atlantic University, Lagos. He is our Chief Judge. Welcome. Judge Ama Ekove, Program Manager, Center for Inclusive Social Development. Welcome to you, Judge Ama Ekove. Also joining in, George Ufoma Egbamuno is the news manager, Nigeria Info, Cool FM, Wazobia FM, Kids FM. Welcome, Judge Ufoma. Judge Yvonne Okhaifo, Principal Vaughn, is the diction coach. He's also the diction judge, broadcaster, and elocution coach. Welcome to you, Yvonne, and welcome to one and all.
Thank you, Femi. Thank you. Well, the debaters are here again, fighting for something. The stakes are high. Among many other prizes, by the way, the first place finisher will walk away with 3 million naira. The second place finisher will take home 2 million naira. And the third place finisher will earn 1 million naira.
All right, time now to meet our contestants in this first of 2 debates for today. Please welcome with me from Halifield Schools, Maryland, Lagos, 14-year-old Folajimi Falobi and 13-year-old Toluwanimi Afolayan. Welcome, both of you. How are you doing? So, Folajimi, you are the chief speaker. Well done. Folajimi is in SS2. Toluwanimi is in SS1. She's 13. And they are also supported by Sarah Shitu, who's also 14 and in SS1 as the backup debater. Welcome to both of you. Halifield Schools, Maryland, Lagos. Their opponents are from Westview College, Yaba, Lagos. We saw them in the first regional finals.
Right,
they are back. Welcome to the duo of Shokumbi Kainde and Sophia Suleiman. Welcome, both of you. Kainde is 15 years of age. He's in SS3. Sophia is 14 and in SS2. And they're also supported by Eze Emmanuel, who is 14 years of age and also in SS2. Once again, welcome to you. So, it's Halifield Schools, Maryland, Lagos versus Westview College, Yaba, Lagos for this third round of 32 debate. Yvonne.
The motion this hour is: technology has closed the gap between the rich and the poor in Nigeria. One of these schools will say indeed, the other will say no. They were told to prepare for both sides of the topic. They will now find out how they will argue this evening.
All right. As Yvonne conducts the ritual of how you two schools will debate, remember that you'll get 3 minutes each round. 3 minutes each round. Round 1 will be your presentation round. Round 2 is your rebuttal round. Round 3 is your closing round. During rebuttals, pay attention. During rebuttals, you must first refute your opponent's points before adding fresh points to back up your argument. It means you should be taking notes when your opponents are doing their presentation round so that you can rebut all their points. Don't be nice, don't be kind, don't be, oh, it's true, Sha. You must rebut it. Even if it's white, say it's black. Well, I don't know what happened. All right, in addition to the strength of your points, you will be judged for your elocution and style of presentation. There's a possibility that you could tie. If you do tie after 3 rounds, there will be a tiebreaker round. In that tiebreaker round, you will switch sides. If you're opposing now, you will propose then or support then. You will get 5 minutes. 5 minutes, just one time off. And you can choose how you want to do it to argue the position previously argued by your opponent, after which a decision hopefully will be made. Is that clear? All right.
Well, it's time to find out how they will argue, because earlier, as Femi reminded these debaters of the rules, they seemed distracted, almost excited about their positions this evening. We'll find out how Halifield will argue. How will you argue this evening? Lagos, I'm sorry for busting out into, but look at that young man. You see? You should watch the live streams if you're not, because there's a little chap beside us representing Halifield schools, but full of such va-va-voom and confidence. It's almost unsettling. And that's why I'm laughing. Well, how will you argue?
Well, of course, I will follow the rules and I would make sure that I try.
No, I mean, are you supporting or opposing the motion, sir? Oh, good grief. He is supporting the motion. Westview College will oppose the motion. We'll take a short break, and when we come back, you will see more of this action in display. But that's if you're watching the live stream. It's I Beg to Differ, the second regional tournament in this 9th season.
On Tuesday, the debate stage heats up again as young minds take on the issues shaping our nation. At 4 p.m., it's Halifield Schools locking horns with Westview College on the motion. Technology has closed the gap between the rich and the poor in Nigeria. Then at 5 p.m., 2 powerhouses collide. Vivian Fowler Memorial College for Girls and Contestant Comprehensive High School as they spar over the motion. Government should impose higher taxes on sugary drinks and fast foods. The arguments will be fierce, the logic razor sharp, and the stakes higher than ever. I Beg to Differ Season 9. 32 schools, now 30. 1 winner, 1 grand title, the champion of champions. Supported by Obi-Weezy. I Beg to Differ, the tournament of champions.
Obi-Weezy, Nigeria's trusted name in affordable tech and gadget tradings. From Lagos to Abuja, from students to CEOs, Obiwizi is your guy for quality tech devices, brand new and pre-owned, UK used. Got a phone or laptop? Bring it in and walk out with an upgrade, a cashback, or both. Whether you shop in-store or online at obiwizi.com. That is obiwizi.com. You are guaranteed value, warranty, and a customer-first experience. Obiwizi offers affordable tech, trusted service. Because with gadgets, Obiwizi is your guy. Follow on socials, on Instagram at Obiwizi Backup Page, on TikTok at Obiwizi. Happy shopping!
And so we say good afternoon to you, ladies and gentlemen, once again. Welcome to I Beg to Differ, where young minds soar, where conviction is sharpened by contradiction, and where ideas clash so that clarity may rise. Today, two institutions stand before us, not as adversaries, but as architects of thought, ready to wrestle with one of the defining questions of our age. Has technology truly democratized opportunity, or has it simply decorated inequality and brighter screens? We live in a world where a smartphone can be a classroom, a marketplace, a newsroom, and a lifeline. But we also live where access is uneven, where data is expensive, and where progress sometimes walks faster than inclusion. So today, Halifield Schools and Westview College step into this arena, not just to argue, but to illuminate. So let this battle of intellect begin. We'll start with the motion proposers and supporters. Halifield Schools, Maryland, Lagos. Folajimi Falobi is the chief speaker, supported by Toluwanimi Afolayan. Folajimi will go first.
That's right. We're streaming live on Facebook and YouTube, Nigeria Info 99.3. Join the live streams, like, comment, and share as well. It is time to do battle. You've got 3 minutes. Halifield Schools, your time starts now.
A woman is an isolated island by himself, and IT can end that problem overnight, according to Professor Mohammed Yunus. Now, Nigerians, let's think outside the box and look at technology from a better perspective. Good day, panel judges. I create 10 keywords and my fellow co-debaters. My name is Folajimi Falobi. I'm from Halifield Schools, and I'm here to support the notion which says that technology has closed the gap between rich and the poor in Nigeria. Technology can be defined as the application of knowledge through systems, tools, and methods in order to improve human life. Technology is very important, and it has closed the gap between rich and the poor because firstly, it has helped in digital banking. Now, according to the Nigerian National Bureau of Statistics, 52% of Nigerians live in rural areas, and due to this, they don't have access to good banks. But through digital banks such as OPay, PalmPay, and Money Points, both rich and poor Nigerians are able to access banks without needing to move from one place to another. Next, agricultural technology. Now, according to National Agency for Agricultural Development, 88% of farmers are operating on small scale, meaning that they are living in poverty and they don't have access to good machines. When through apps such as Hello Tractor and Thrive Agri, they can be able to empower these farmers and even give them implement at subsidized rates. Next, education. Now, some people may say that public schools don't have as much access to technology as much as private schools, but I stand here before you to debunk that claim because government actually provides devices for schools such as Queen's College and Adeni Jones College, and through apps such as Khan Academy and Coursera, both rich and poor students should be able to access technology at the same rate. Next, communication. Now, communication has been very rampant in this modern day society, and due to the people not being able to afford proper telephone services and all of that, there are some apps such as WhatsApp and others which can actually provide free communication, in which the poor, both rich and poor will be able to pay at a little cost or at no cost at all. Next, job seeking. Now, according to the Nigerian Directorate for Employment, 92% of Nigerians work in the informal sector, and this is because most graduates are not able to find good jobs because they need connections. But then through apps such as Upwork, both rich and poor job seekers will be able to find jobs without needing any connections or without any partiality. Next, public opinion. Before the advent of technology, people were not able to write newspaper articles on newspapers because they didn't have the influence or the wealth to do so. But then through the advent of technology, both rich and poor people can be able to express their public opinion through social media. For example, during the time of the NSAS, but those who were not able to write articles on newspapers, who were the poor, were able to express their public opinion on social media or protest. Next, micro investments. Now, most people don't invest because they don't have the resources to do so. But they do apps such as Piggyvest and Carrywise. Both rich and poor people can be able to invest at only a small amount of money, which actually closes the gap between the rich and the poor. Next, business advertisements. Now, before the advent of technology, those who were poor didn't have the resources to buy billboards or media display in order to advertise their business. But through the coming of technology and through social media, those who are poor and those who are rich can be able to advertise their business through social media apps such as Instagram and Facebook, and can even attract international customers. Finally, digital entrepreneurship. Now, most people in Nigeria are more. I hope I've been able to share to you my perspective on this notion, and I've also been able to convince you that technology has closed the gap between the rich and the poor in Nigeria. Thank you.
Well done, Olajimi Falobi. By the way, remember, Olajimi, when the bell goes, just complete that thought you were having. Just sign off on that thought, okay? If you had started the point, quickly finish it, okay? Well done. Over now to their opponents from Westview College, Yaba, Lagos. The first speaker will be Sophia Suleiman.
While technology is often praised as a great equalizer, in Nigeria's reality, it has widened, deepened, and exposed inequality rather than eliminate it. Good day, Mr. Chairman, panel of judges, accurate timekeepers, my co-debaters, and my ever-attentive audience. I am Suleiman Sophia, the first speaker from the prestigious Westview College, standing here with firm conviction to oppose the motion that technology has closed the gap between the rich and the poor in Nigeria. First, on equal access to technology. Millions of Nigerians lack smartphones, laptops, or stable internet. A tool you cannot access cannot close any gap. According to the National Bureau of Statistics, NBS, a significant percentage of Nigerians do not own smartphones. During COVID-19 online learnings, millions of public schools were completely excluded due to lack of devices, while private school students continued uninterrupted. 2. High cost of internet data. Nigeria ranks among countries where data costs consume a higher percentage of poor households' income. The rich stay connected, the poor disconnect. The Alliance for Affordable Internet, A4AI, report that Nigerians spend a higher percentage of income on data than the global affordability benchmark. For the poor, data competes with food, making digital participation unequal. 3. Rural-urban digital divide. Technology is concentrated in cities. Rural areas still battle poor network coverage and erratic electricity. Nigeria power supply average a few hours daily in many communities. For the rich, they use generators and solar system, while the poor go offline without electricity. 4. Power supply crisis. Power supply crisis. Without constant electricity, technology becomes useless. Report shows that internet penetration is far lower in rural areas. A farmer without network access cannot benefit from the digital market, unlike urban elites. 5. Education inequality. Online learning favors private and elite schools. During pandemic e-learning, they move online instantly, while public schools shut down entirely. Technology protected the privileged and abandoned the poor. 5. Education. 6. Job polarization. The technology creates high-paying jobs for the poor and destroy low-skilled jobs, increasing unemployment among the poor. Self-service apps, ATMs, and automation reduce clerical and low-skilled jobs. Meanwhile, tech jobs favors the already educated. 7. Financial technology protected the banks, not the poor. Most financial technology platforms require bank accounts, smartphones, and literacy. Those many Nigerians lacks. The World Bank classified millions of Nigerians as unbanked, proving financial technology has not closed the gap. In conclusion, technology in Nigeria has not closed the gap, but it has drawn a bold line between those who can afford progress and those who cannot. Thank you.
That was Suleiman Sophia of Westview College, Yaba, Lagos. for their presentation round. Interesting start to this debate, Yvonne.
Indeed, Femi, indeed.
We're going to our first break of the debate. The presentation round's over. When we come back, it will be time for these students to rebut and refute their opponent's points. Stay with us when we come back.
Obiwizi, Nigeria's trusted name in affordable tech and gadgets trade-ins. From Lagos to Abuja, from students to CEOs, Obiwizi is your guy for quality tech devices, brand new and pre-owned. Got a phone, a laptop? Bring it in and walk out with an upgrade, a cashback, or both. Whether you shop in store or online at obiwizi.com, that is obiwizi.com, you are guaranteed value, warranty, and a customer-first experience. Obiwizi offers affordable tech, trusted service. Because with gadgets, Obiwizi is your guy. Follow us on Instagram at Obiwizi Backup Page and on TikTok at Obiwizi.
Welcome back. Welcome, one and all. What a contest of minds we've seen here in this first of two debates today. Statistics have spoken, passion has echoed, and they've been deliberate and bold, these students. But debate is not built on presentation alone. So here we go to that moment where ideas are tested and where arguments meet resistance. Welcome to the rebuttal round between Hatfield Schools, Maryland, Lagos, and Westview College, Yaba, Lagos.
We'll start this round with the motion opposer, Westview College. You've got 3 minutes to refute your opponent's points, after which you'll have, if you have more time, you can add extra points. But remember to refute your opponent's points.
It's Kainde Shokumbi who will be doing the rebuttals.
Good day, Mr. Chairman, honorable judges, my fellow co-debaters, and my ever listening audience. My name is Shokumi Kende from the prestigious Westview College. Now, if technology had truly closed the gap between the rich and the poor in Nigeria, this debate would not even exist. The fact that millions still struggle daily with access to electricity, internet, and digital access, this is clear evidence that it has not united our society. Instead, it has only divided it into the set of people who benefit and those who watch merely from the sidelines. Now, if you give an iPhone 17 Pro Max to a poor man and one to a rich man, there is a clear difference on what one's going to use it for. A rich man who is already technologically educated and a poor man who doesn't know how to use it, the poor man will only use it for survival communication. Now to my opponent's first point, they claim that rural areas are included. May I remind you that banks don't build branches in rural areas. There are only POS agents who build banks inside that place. The only POS agents who work inside that place. Why? Because for survival and adaptation. You say it benefits farmers. May I remind you, small-scale farmers don't have access or enough income for them to be able to have proper technology and things for them to be using. Public school, you said public school have access to technology. Now, elite schools teach coding and robotics, while public schools struggle with only access to digital devices. You said communication. May I remind you that communication in the poor sector of the country, especially for the poor people only have phone for survival communication, while the rich people who are already technologically educated already know what to do with these phones and already go abroad and do all these kind of things. This is not benefiting the poor people of our country. The opposition claims that job seekers are benefited by this. May I remind you that for people to be able to find jobs online, they need to be able to have digital devices. The poor can't afford digital devices. They can't afford digital training. You said public opinion. Public opinion does not matter when they lack connectivity. The public opinion does not matter when they lack the funds to be able to buy digital devices. You claim micro investment. May I remind you that micro investment only benefits the rich people. It does not benefit the poor. The poor people don't have anything to even be invested in. You claim business advertisements and so on. The poor people don't have business. It is absurd to think that only the rich people can have their businesses advertised, while the poor people suffer in the trenches. May I remind you, technology deceives us to be helpful and benefits us. Technology deceives us that it is helpful and benefits us, but it does not. Tech is just a mirror reflecting the already wide inequalities of our country. The rich, when it helps the rich to amplify advantage, for the poor, it only exposes limitations. It does not benefit farmers because small-scale farmers don't even have proper access to good. Listen, the National Bureau of Statistics in Nigeria proved that all this technology only helps when there is proper infrastructure. But in Nigeria, there is weak infrastructure, high cost of internet data, and so on. Thank you.
It's Shokumbi Kainde, 15-year-old FS3 student of Westview College, Yaba, Lagos. Strong rebuttal round. We now go to their opponent, Halifield Schools, Maryland, Lagos, and to Afolayan, to Luanimi.
Akinti Odeshola on Facebook says, interesting. Well, interesting indeed. We're streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. Join the live streams, Nigeria Info 99.3. Like, follow, and of course, share. And if you'd like to sponsor this edition, feel free to reach out to us via email at beg to differ on nigeriainfo.fm. Look, I'll have to find that and bring it back to you, okay? You have to forgive me. Anyway, it is time to turn our focus on Halifield Schools to now deliver their rebuttal arguments. You've got 3 minutes. Your time starts now.
All protocols duly observed. My name is Toluwanimi Afolayan, representing Halifield Schools, and I'm here to support the notion that says technology has bridged the gap between the rich and the poor in Nigeria. Firstly, I would like to rebut what my opponent, chief speaker, said. She said unequal access. Everyone has access to technology nowadays. The ratio of people that do not have phones to the ratio of people that have phones is significant. The ratio of people that have phones is significantly higher to that of those that have phones, to that don't have phones. She also mentioned digital illiteracy.
Speaking to the mic, please.
She also mentioned digital illiteracy, whereas phones are penetrating the nation, and there are free internet services, and devices are becoming cheaper, and everybody has access to all these cheap devices. She also mentioned urban bias. How can you say urban bias where there are companies that are invested in rural areas, like that's helping technology reach all these areas? She also mentioned education. Are we forgetting ULesson? ULesson is literally a platform made for the less privileged to be able to access all the things that the privileged can access right now. She also mentioned job polarization. And she also, while mentioning job polarization, she said that technology also creates high-paying jobs for rural people. Yes, it does. You are just proving my point that technology has indeed bridged the gap between the rich and poor in Nigeria. She mentioned digital literacy. Are we forgetting that there are non-governmental organizations, there are governmental organizations, there are even private organizations that are working together to make sure digital literacy is enforced in all these rural areas? Just to build on the strong foundation already laid by my chief speaker, I would like to add information democratization by expanding access to ordinary citizens through ICT tools, digital platforms, and libraries. Information has reached people from all sorts of backgrounds. Therefore, the rural farmer in Kano has access to marketing just as easily as the business executive in Lagos. And also, there's technology-enabled remote work. Technology-enabled remote work allows rural youth to be able to connect with global employers without having to go through the costly relocation processes. He also, the rebuttal speaker on the opposition mentioned advertisement, and she said that poor people don't have any businesses to advertise. Yet he mentioned rural farmers. How can a rural farmer that is creating food, a very crucial thing like food, not have something to advertise? Obviously, a poor person will have something to advertise. There's no way that you can tell me that a poor person will not have something to advertise. And can we also keep in mind that being poor does not automatically equal being poor is not equal to digital illiteracy. You can be a poor person that has gone to school, that has studied university, and has gone through all the primary educations. Technology has advanced. Technology has advanced. Technology has spread. Technology is what is reigning now in Nigeria. I think you would all agree. I know and I believe that you would all agree with me that technology has done a lot to bridge the gap between the rich and poor in Nigeria. It is only logical it's only logical that technology has bridged the gap. I know that I'm confident that I've been able to shed adequate light as to the reasons why technology has been able to bridge the gap between the rich and the poor in Nigeria.
Well done. Toluwanimi Afolayan, 13 years of age, SS1 student of Halifield Schools, Maryland, Lagos, does drawing the curtain on the rebuttal rounds.
Femi, for a moment there, I thought that wasn't going to land.
I was like, yeah. You know, imagine that you are in the towers at the airport and the airplane is coming in and you're like, oh, it's coming in hot. There's no way it's going to land. And you're like, are you trying to land or are you trying to go back up?
I was not plus for a moment. Brilliant debates. That's 2 rounds done, 1 more to go. That's right, and that round comes after this break. It's the second regional tournament leading up to the national tournament in August. It's I Beg to Differ Season 9.
Obiwizi is Nigeria's trusted name in affordable tech and gadget trade-ins. From Lagos to Abuja, from students to CEOs, Obiwizi is your guy for quality tech devices, brand new and pre-owned alike. Got a new phone or laptop? Bring it in and walk away with an upgrade or a cashback, or in fact, both. Whether you shop in-store or online, at obiwizi.com, you are guaranteed value, warranty, and a customer-first experience. Obiwizi offers affordable tech, trusted service, because with gadgets, Obiwizi is your guy. Follow Obiwizi at Instagram at Obiwizi Backup Page, or on TikTok at Obiwizi. That is at Obiwizi on TikTok. Obiwizi is spelled Obiwezi. That is Obiwezi.
On Tuesday, the debate stage heats up again as young minds take on the issues shaping our nation. At 4 p.m., it's Halifield Schools locking horns with Westview College on the motion. Technology has closed the gap between the rich and the poor in Nigeria. Then at 5 p.m., 2 powerhouses collide. Vivian Fowler Memorial College for Girls and Contestant Comprehensive High School as they spar over the motion. Government should impose higher taxes on sugary drinks and fast foods. The arguments will be fierce, the logic razor sharp, and the stakes higher than ever. I Beg to Differ Season 9. 32 schools, now 30. 1 winner, 1 grand title, the champion of champions. Supported by Obiwizi. I Beg to Differ, the tournament of champions.
Welcome back. An interesting contest shaping before our very eyes. Claims challenged, assumptions clearly questioned in that rebuttal round.
Indeed.
And there's a whole lot more to come. Perspectives have been pushed to their limits, and now the hourglass narrows. No more interruptions, no more back and forth, just you and your 3 minutes to close your argument. Remember, it's not about introducing additional points now. It's about your ability to convince us that your side of the argument is the superior one. The judges are not looking for new points. Take this home, young ones. Folajimi, Toluwanimi, Sophia, and Kainde. Are you ready? All right.
Right, this round will start with the motion supporter, and that is Halifield Schools. You've got 3 minutes now to take this home and bring your case to rest.
Folajimi, Falobi. Okay. You corrected me before, Yvonne. I mean, Falobi. Yes, Falobi. Okay. Falobi. Folajimi Falobi. You've got 3 minutes.
Good honorable judges, ladies and gentlemen, and my esteemed audience, I have come again to strongly support the notion which says that technology has closed the gap between the rich and the poor in Nigeria. Now, we all look at the world through the lens of the division between the rich and the poor, the developed and the developing, and the powerful and the marginalized. Now, this gap seemed insurmountable back in the day, but now, through the advent of technology, this gap has actually been successfully closed. Now, we live in a world where things have changed. CRTs have developed into smart TVs, jukeboxes have developed into speakers, and many more. And now, through this technology, the gap between the rich and the poor have been successfully closed. Now, technology through finance, agriculture, education, communication, employment, and many other sectors have actually closed the gap between the rich and the poor. Now, somebody who is living in Kano has the same amount of access to technology as someone living in Lagos, which shows that there is a wide gap between the rich and the poor, which has been successfully closed. Also, someone who is in a public school in Kano can actually have the same amount of digital devices and digital infrastructure as someone who is living in Lagos in a private school. This shows that there's a lot of closing in the gap between the rich and the poor. So those who complain about technology don't even know that technology is actually serving them more than what they think. Technology is an equalizer. It gives all Nigerians a seat at the table. It makes people to be equal. It makes the rich not different from the poor. Now, somebody who doesn't like the government or who has something against the government, the person doesn't even need to stress his or herself to build influence in order to express his public opinion. But then through technology, the person can easily tell the government what they don't like. Come on, Nigerians, let us think outside the box. Let us look at this critically. Don't you think that technology is doing people a favor? Someone who has a business, no matter how poor or rich the person is, the person can easily just go online, post their products, and advertise it. So, in conclusion, technology is an equalizer. It serves as a voice for the voiceless, it's skills for the unskilled, knowledge for the students, and with technology, the gap between the rich and the poor will be highly surmountable. Thank you.
Thank you, Falobi. Thank you, Mr. Falobi. Thank you. This is Folajimi, yes.
All right, well done. Halifield Schools, Maryland, Lagos, Folajimi and Toluwanimi, you've played your part, and in this debate, we've seen you do your best. One final task remaining, and it's for Westview College, Yaba, Lagos, to close their arguments. And doing the closing for us will be Sophia Suleiman.
Honorable judges, at the heart of today's debate is a simple but powerful question. Has technology truly closed the gap between the rich and the poor in Nigeria? Not whether technology exists, not whether technology is impressive, but whether it has closed the gap. And the honest answer grounded in reality is no. If technology has closed this gap, inequality will be shrinking, not widening. If technology were the great equalizer, poverty statistics will be falling alongside innovation. But in Nigeria today, we've heard glowing stories of opportunities, but opportunity that only a fraction can access is not equality. It is selective advantage. A ladder that only some can reach does not close the gap. It simply rewards those already closer to the top. The rich did not lose the advantage when technology arrived. They multiplied it. They afford the best devices, constant data, uninterrupted electricity, elite learning, and global exposure. The poor, on the other hand, face broken networks and stable power and exclusion. Technology did not close these barriers, it made them more visible. Judges, this debate is not about isolated success stories. One young person escaping poverty through technology does not represent millions tutored by it. A society where the wealthy dominate innovation while the poor struggle for access is not a society where the gap has closed. It is one where inequality has gone digital. We were told technology has democratized opportunity, but democracy requires equal participation. When participation is not equal, the system is not equal. When participation is not equal, the system is not equal. It is biased. And let us be clear, progress for few is not progress for all. Access for some is not access for society. For truth over autism, for Nigeria as it truly is and not as we wish it to be. Let us not choose sentiment over selected successes around us. Therefore, we urge you judges, spectators, and viewers at home to join in Westview College to vehemently reject the motion. That is why I beg to differ. Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you to Westview College. Thank you.
Interesting debate, and there you have it. 2 schools, 2 visions. One question that will continue beyond this studio. You know, today's debate reminds us that technology itself is neither villain nor savior. It is only as powerful as the society that wields it. And so may our future be shaped not just by innovation, but by inclusion. To Halifield Schools and Westview College, we applaud your courage, your eloquence, and your intellect. Well done. Ideas do not end when the microphone fades. They travel into the world. And your ideas that you've shared today will travel ahead of you and open doors for you. All right. It is now time to hear from the judges. We'll take one quick break. When we come back, it will be time to listen to diction coach Yvonne, who would also do her judging, and then we'll come to the scorecard. Stay with us.
On Tuesday, the debate stage heats up again as young minds take on the issues shaping our nation. At 4 p.m., it's Halifield Schools locking horns with Westview College on the motion. Technology has closed the gap between the rich and the poor in Nigeria. Then at 5 p.m., two powerhouses collide. Vivian Fowler Memorial College for Girls and Contestant Comprehensive High School as they spar over the motion. Government should impose higher taxes on sugary drinks and fast foods. The arguments will be fierce, the logic razor sharp, and the stakes higher than ever. I beg to differ season 9. 32 schools, now 30. One winner, one grand title, the champion of champions. Supported by Obi-Weezy. I beg to differ, the tournament of champions.
Welcome back. We're about to go into the scorecards. Just before we do that, Yvonne has got a thought or two to share.
Thank you, Femi. I'll start with Westview College. Say successes, not successes. Success, okay? It is always success, not success. Success, okay? Also say represent, not represent. It is not represent. It is represent. But you can represent something. When you represent something, you present it again. That is different from represent, okay? But you never say represent, all right? So it is either represent if you mean to stand in for someone, or represent if you need to present something again. But don't say represent, okay? Also say question, not question. Question, okay? Say question. Say chairman, not chairman. Chairman, okay? You don't say man, you say man. Chairman. So say chairman. Say millions of public schools, not millions of public school. You're talking about more than one. You have to reflect that, okay? And then say rich versus reach. Rich, R-I-C-H. Reach. When we say reach somewhere, you get there, okay? So there's a difference between rich and reach. Rich refers to wealth. Reach refers to proximity, okay? Or closeness. Okay, I'll stop there for want of time. Let me stop there for want of time and go to Halifield School. Say bureau. Actually, you both say bureau, not bureau. Bureau, okay? The Bureau of Statistics, all right? Say digital, not digital. Digital, critical, logical. Him or herself, not his or herself, because there's no reflexive pronoun like himself. What you have is himself, not himself, okay? So you say him or herself, that is himself or herself, not his or herself. All right? Also say remote work, not remote works. You use works when referring to specific, especially in the arts. You use it to refer to specific deeds of, say, an author or someone who has been able to create things. So we can say the works of William Shakespeare, all right? But you don't say, I have plenty homeworks to do. Work in that sense is generic. Don't say works, okay? You only use works when referring to specific acts of work by a person, okay? I'll stop there. Also, say number of digital devices, not amount. Use amount with uncountable nouns. But I'll stop there for real this time, Femi.
All right. So amount of water, amount of rice in the plate, or amount of salt. But when you can count it, say number.
Number.
Time for this decision now. For this debate, the judges score it this way. In round one, the presentation round, all three judges score it unanimously as 10-8. 10-8, 10-8, 10-8 for Halifield schools. Halifield schools lead by 30 to 24 in the opening round. 30 to 24. For the rebuttal round, round two, Chief Judge Chike and Judge Ama score it as 10-8, while Judge Ufoma scores it as 10 to 8.5, all for Westview College. So Westview College take round two by 30 to 24.5. 30 to 24.5. It means Halifield lead by half a point at this point. 54.5 to Halifield and 54 to Westview. Half a point. Bringing us to the closing round. Judges Ama and Ufoma scored the closing round a tie. 10-10. Chief Judge, by the way, Judge Yvonne scores the diction side 10-10. And Chief Judge Chike scores the closing round 10 to 9.5 for we'll find out when we come back.
No matter where you are, city or out of town, you deserve a great reliable connection. The Airtel 5G Smart Connect not only delivers that, but also gives you unlimited data to stream, download, and browse in your home or office. It also comes with wider coverage and super fast speed, all for just 25,000 Naira. Visit the nearest Airtel shop to start enjoying unlimited data now. Airtel.
Little body, big moves. Little brain, big learning. Your little child is eager to do big things. Every sachet of Cerelac Junior comes with the nutrition they need: natural grains, protein, and iron to support their physical growth, learning, and development. So you can fully enjoy your little one's big moments of growth.
Every meal I cook must taste just right. Rich, delicious, full of love.
We hear you. Your Maggie Star in double cubes. Double the flavor, double the convenience. The same trusted taste you love. Maggie Star Double Cubes, made from fermented soya and other selected ingredients for that deep flavor and quality that only Maggie brings to your dishes.
Absolutely delicious.
Get Maggie Double Cubes today. Me and Maggie, so good together.
Hey, yeah, now Rabi, with Rabi, but it's strong, my mouth is fresh, it clean well, oh, now Oral-B, strong teeth Oral-B, fresh bread Oral-B, 24/7 with Oral-B, strong teeth Oral-B.
Yes, so get your own Oral-B 130 grams pack now for 1,500 naira. Now Nigerian Dental Association self deal with Oral-B.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste it and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Yes.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo 3-in-1 milky and creamy for you. It's so milky. I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids Milo 3-in-1, milky and creamy. It's truly milky. It contains calcium to help your champ win every day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo!
This Ramadan, emotions ignite. Can rival sisters overcome pride? Will a defiant daughter find forgiveness? Can a bride's faith save her husband? A businessman rediscovers family. An influencer chooses between friends and fame. A single mom discovers even strength needs support.
6 stories, 30 days. Faith, family, friendship, food, forgiveness. Tales of Ramadan Season 2. Catch every dramatic moment on TV and digital. This Ramadan, Maggie turns up the heat.
Me and Maggie, so good together.
Everybody confirm I'm the correct remedy for headache. Medic 55 now.
My name na Odunlade Adekola, and I be better hustler. From morning till night, na back to back. Work, traffic, noise. Sometimes it be like say your head go bust. What's that headache show? I go straight for Medic 55. With Medic 55, I did medic my headache. For headache.
Use Medic 55.
If your body no tranga after 3 days, go see your doctor.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk. Let's talk.
.3 Nigeria Info. Francophonie 2026 Nigeria will be celebrated with a high-level festival and gala night on Friday, the 20th of March 2026 at the prestigious Lagos Continental Hotel, Victoria Island, Lagos. All right, it's organized by L&L Language International Limited in partnership with the Franco-Nigerian Chamber of Commerce and Industry. The event aligns with the global observance of Francophonie and will convene diplomatic representatives, corporate leaders, investors, and business professionals. This evening is designed to strengthen cultural and economic engagement between Nigeria and Francophone Africa through executive networking and cross-border collaboration. With confirmations underway, VIP tables and sponsorship packages are now being finalized. For participation and partnership or inquiries, visit www.llonlinelanguage.com/francophonie-festival-gala-2026. Okay, that's www.llonlinelanguage.com/francophonie-festival-gala-2026, or simply call 081 000 03606 081 000 03606. Francophonie 2026 Nigeria, connecting opportunity across Africa.
Welcome back. Before the break, Halifield schools led Westview College by half a point, 84.5 to 84. All other scores accounted for, but for the scoring of the chief judge in round 3. Chief Judge Chike scored it 10 to 9.5 in favor of we have a tie in favor of Westview College. It's 94 to 94. We have our first tie. And that means, boys and girls, we now switch sides. Both schools will argue for 5 minutes in the opposite direction. What you supported before, you will now oppose. And what you opposed before, you will now support.
You can also decide to switch speakers. One person can decide to go first this time. Okay? If you need that leeway.
If you want to, if one of you can do it, or you can share the responsibilities, you can take it to a point, your partner helps you, it's up to you. However you choose to do it. We'll give you a couple of minutes to literally get a grip on it.
Because
breathe, boys and girls. Breathe.
I know the tiebreaker round is usually the worst, but I'm sure that you're able to make it happen. So yes, we're going to give you some time. Do what you can in this time, and when we come back, oh, you want extra sheets of paper? Don't worry, we'll provide you those. Yes.
It's only the presenting round I will do.
Only one round.
You're doing just one round.
No rebuttals. Nothing. Yes. It's just a presentation.
Yes, so 5 minutes. No rebuttals.
It's just
nothing.
presentation.
5 minutes of pure talking.
Yes.
5
one
minutes.
Person.
You can share it.
So one person will talk.
Yeah, but we're not going to interrupt you. We'll keep your clock running for 5 minutes. Okay? You can put in a lot of points.
Yes,
you can make an argue. Here's a tip that usually works. The best way to deal with this is whatever presentation round you had planned plus the closing round. Bring them together. That should help. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll go straight to the tiebreaker round.
Tuesday, the debate stage heats up again as young minds take on College for Girls at Potters Comprehensive High School as they spar over the motion. Government should impose higher taxes on sugary drinks and fast foods. The arguments will be fierce, the logic razor sharp, and the stakes higher than ever. I Beg to Differ Season 9. 32 schools, now 30. One winner, one grand title, the champion of champions. Supported by Obi-Weezy. I Beg to Differ, the tournament of champions.
Obi-Weezy, Nigeria's trusted name in affordable tech and gadget tradings. From Lagos to Abuja, from students to CEOs, Obi-Weezy is your guy for quality tech devices, brand new and pre-owned, UK used. Got a phone or laptop? Bring it in and walk out with an upgrade, a cashback, or both. Whether you shop in-store or online at obiweezy.com. That is obiweezy.com. You are guaranteed value, warranty, and a customer-first experience. Obi-Weezy offers affordable tech, trusted service. Because with gadgets, Obi-Weezy is your guy. Follow on socials, on Instagram at Obi-Weezy Backup Page, on TikTok at Obi-Weezy. Happy shopping!
Welcome back. Welcome back.
We're streaming live on Facebook and YouTube, Nigeria Info 99.3. If you're wondering whether we have begun the next debate of the hour, no, we haven't. We actually have a tie to break, and that's why we are still here. Okay, this match involves Halifield Schools and Westview College. On the motion this evening, the motion that has now led us to this point. Technology has closed the gap between the rich and the poor in Nigeria. Earlier, you heard Halifield Schools support that motion and Westview College oppose the motion. Now, both schools did such a phenomenal job that the judges decided to reward them with a tie. We currently now have a tie to break, and in this round, both schools will switch sides. That means Halifield Schools will now oppose the motion that technology has closed the gap between the rich and the poor in Nigeria, while Westview College will support the motion that technology has closed the gap between the rich and the poor in Nigeria. Femi.
No doubt. Sharp as the arguments have been, it comes down to this. After all the presentations, the rebuttals, and closing statements, our judges remain divided, which can only mean one thing: the tiebreaker round. It's the moment where champions separate themselves, where clarity must rise above complexity, where persuasion must be precise but also powerful and unforgettable. 5 minutes for each of these schools. No wandering arguments, just one final opportunity for each side to distill their position into its purest truth. They switch places. They argue in the opposite direction now. Halifield Schools and Westview College. Who has some fire in their belly to take this home? We're about to find out.
That's right. We are about to find out indeed. We believe we've given them enough time. We don't have all day. So now Westview College will go first. Who will speak first? Sophia. Okay, Sophia, you've got 5 minutes. If at any point you run out of steam, your teammate is available to support you. Okay, are you ready? Sophia, your time starts now.
For many years in Nigeria, the gap between the rich and the poor was maintained by limited access. Good day, Mr. Chairman, panel of judges, accurate timekeepers, my co-debaters, and my ever-attentive audience. I am Suleiman Sophia, the first speaker from the prestigious Westview College, standing here with firm conviction to support the motion that technology has closed the gap between the rich and the poor in Nigeria. First, technology has expanded financial access. Technology allows people to save, transfer, and receive money without traditional banking barriers. The World Bank Global Findex 2021 reports a major rise in financial inclusion in Nigeria. 2. Technology has reduced educational inequality. Nigerian students now has access to free YouTube lessons and online exam prep platforms. 3. Technology has created high-paying jobs. Even the illiterate in Nigeria now has access to technology. They have the ability to go online to express how they feel, and also skit making and content creating now give people very well-paying income opportunities. 4. Technology has lowered the cost of doing business. Digital platforms does not require shop rent, large capital, or prime locations. Thousands of Nigerian traders now sell via WhatsApp, Instagram, and Facebook Marketplace. Meta Africa report Nigeria as one of Africa's largest social commerce markets. Technology has empowered rural farmers. Access to information allows farmers to negotiate better prices and reach wider markets. According to FAO, farmers using mobile price earn more due to reduced middlemen exploitation.
This debate was never about whether technology is perfect, but about whether technology has closed the gap between the rich and the poor in Nigeria. Closing the gap does not mean erasing difference. It means shortening distance, turning impossibility into a possibility. Judges, we heard the opposition speak on inequality. And the presence of inequality does not cancel out progress. What matters is movement. The gap has not disappeared, but it has narrowed. Technology does not ask for surnames, neither does it ask for bank balances. It did not demand elite networks. All it asks for is skill, creativity, effort, and connectivity. And for the first time in Nigeria's history, millions that were once excluded can now participate in the economy, the classroom, the marketplace, and the national conversation. Judges, let us not confuse structural problems for technological failure. Technology does not cause inequality. Instead, it's one of the strongest tools I've ever had to fight it. The opposition prioritized perfection over progress, but societies build momentum before perfection. Rome was not built in a day. Technology does not cause inequality. Now, to conclude, technology is not the problem here. Instead, it's the way we use it. Technology is the way forward. Thank you.
And so they close their tiebreaker round. Sophia Suleiman and Kehinde Shokunbi of Westview College, Yaba, Lagos. Over now to their opponents, Folajimi Falobi and Toluwanimi Afolayan of Halifield Schools, Maryland, Lagos.
Technology can spell the end of human race, according to Steve Hawkins. Now, some people say that technology is important, but it has many flaws, which ultimately widen the gap between the rich and the poor in Nigeria. Good day, panel of judges, accurate timekeepers, and my fellow co-debaters. My name is Folajimi Falobi from Halifield Schools, and I'm here to strongly oppose the notion which says that technology has closed the gap between the rich and the poor in Nigeria. Now, technology can be defined as the application of knowledge through tools, systems, and methods in order to improve human life. However, I'm going to oppose it because first, technology has caused digital divide. Now, according to the Nigerian National Bureau of Statistics, 60% of Nigerians are living in abject poverty, and due to this, they don't have access to digital devices and technology. Or like those who are rich in urban areas who actually have access to good technology and internet. Now, someone like Aliko Dangote, who is one of the richest people in the world, actually has access to almost unlimited internet, unlike someone who is living on the streets without a dime in his bank account. Doesn't really have access to internet because that person is poor, and the internet is too expensive for that person to afford. Next, problems with banking. Now, people have actually introduced banking apps such as OPay and MoneyPoint, but then it doesn't really help because those who are poor and digitally illiterate don't even know how to operate these things. Is it really useful if someone is introducing a digital device and then he's giving it to someone who is digitally illiterate? It won't make sense because even those who are poor and those who are illiterate, those who are digitally illiterate, that those banking apps are trying to help, they don't even know how to operate the app. So there's no point of them even bringing in digital banking apps. Next, education. Now, most public schools don't have as much access to internet as much as private schools, and reports say that in public schools in Ile-Ife and Jigawa, there reported to be no digital infrastructure or any digital devices. If you go into an average public school, they have chalkboards instead of smart boards, they have slates instead of notebooks, they have benches instead of chairs. So it shows that they lack digital infrastructure and good technology, and it also makes them helpless during pandemics and states of emergencies. For example, during the COVID-19 period lockdown, most public schools could not learn anything because they didn't have access to technology. Next, replacement and artificial intelligence. Now, most employers in Nigeria are now looking for artificial intelligence robots to replace their workers in order to improve efficiency. When this only favors the rich, which are the owners of the company, and doesn't favor the poor, who are the employees. For example, in First Bank, they are now using artificial intelligence robots for their customers' services, which isn't actually fair because it makes the poor to be unemployed, who are the workers in the company. It makes them to be unemployed while the rich benefit from it. Next, wealth concentration. Now, most of these big companies that you see, such as Globacom and MTN Nigeria, actually concentrate a lot of wealth. They are, according to reports, their wealth combined is estimated to be about $28 to $30 billion, while their brothers and sisters are out there on the streets of Nigeria suffering when they don't even provide for them, and when they are keeping all of the wealth to themselves. This shows that there's a wide gap between the rich and the poor, and technology is not helping it, but is only making it worse by introducing these technological companies. Next, rural versus urban areas. Now, according to the Nigerian National Bureau of Statistics, 53% of Nigerians are living in rural areas, and due to this, they don't have good access to internet and technological services. Now, someone who is living in Kano doesn't have as much access to internet as someone who is living in Lagos or Abuja because the areas are remote and there isn't enough in digital infrastructure there for them. Now, this actually creates a gap between the rich and the poor because those who are living in states in the north, such as Yobe and others, don't have access to internet and they are digitally illiterate. According to statistics, Yobe actually has only 7.3% of them digitally literate, which shows that there's a large gap between the rich and the poor made by technology. Next, cyber risk. Now, those who are poor and digitally illiterate in Nigeria are actually more vulnerable and prone to be scammed or to be defrauded online. These so-called Yahoo boys find it easy to scam these poor people because they are not grounded in technology, unlike those who are rich, who are grounded in technology and cannot be easily scammed online. Next, foreign platforms. Now, foreign platforms such as Apple, Pixel, and others are actually only mainly used by the rich and not by the poor because the rich have more access to them. Meanwhile, the poor are more like dependents, depending only on what the government and the state provides for them, which shows that there's a large difference and large gap between the rich and the poor. Next, unemployment. Now, most jobs in Nigeria are looking for skills and a good amount of digital knowledge. But since most people in Nigeria don't have that, they tend to be unemployed, and it even makes them to be poor and to be living in more. It increases their state of poverty, and it even creates unemployment rates, and it widens the gap between the rich and the poor. Unlike the rich, who are easily able to get jobs due to them being able to adapt. Lack of electricity. According to the Nigerian Electrical Power Authority, those who are in rural areas have less access to electricity, or like those who are in urban areas, and this shows a large gap between rich and poor because those who are poor can't afford generators and electricity, or like those who are rich. Now, in conclusion, technology doesn't serve as an equalizer. It only serves. It only.
When we said land, we did not say take us all the way to Jericho. We said just a little bit, then land. Not.
All right.
We gave you an inch. We did not say take a whole mile. We said take just that inch. Okay.
Where did we get points the last 5 minutes?
Lord have mercy.
All right. That was Falajimi Falubi, 14-year-old SS2 student of Halifield Schools, Maryland, Lagos. He's worked, like they say, his socks off alongside his teammate Toluwanimi Afolayan, 13-year-old SS1 student. And against them, we've had Sophia Suleiman Shokumbi Kainde of Westview College, Yaba, Lagos. The judges will now determine how the scoring of this tiebreaker round goes. Hopefully, we'll find a winner at the end of it. We'll take a brief break. When we come back, we'll let you know the decision.
Obiwizi is Nigeria's trusted name in affordable tech and gadget tradings. From Lagos to Abuja, from students to CEOs, Obiwizi is your guy for quality tech devices, brand new and pre-owned alike. Got a new phone or laptop? Bring it in and walk away with an upgrade or a cashback, or in fact, both. Whether you shop in-store or online, at obiwizi.com, you are guaranteed value, warranty, and a customer-first experience. Obiwizi offers affordable tech, trusted service, because with gadgets, Obiwizi is your guy. Follow Obiwizi at Instagram at Obiwizi backup page, or on TikTok at Obiwizi. That is at Obiwizi on TikTok. Obiwizi is spelled Obiwezi. That is Obiwezi.
Welcome back. We'll go straight into the scoring for this tiebreaker round. Chief Judge Chike and Judge Ama score it 10-9. And Judge Ufoma scores it 10 to 9.5. All for your winner by unanimous decision. 30 points to 27.5. Congratulations to Halifield Schools, Maryland, Lagos.
Sit down. I knew there was something about this young man, Bola. When he sat like this and said, well, you know, this is exactly how he sat Lagos.
Congratulations to you, Folajimi and Toluwanimi. You've done it. It needed a tiebreaker round, but you've managed to do it. Interesting.
We're streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. We have to say that for such a petite man, Fola has the confidence of a giant. He has the confidence of Goliath.
A small but mighty.
A small but mighty man. He just walked over to the other side of the studio to give the representative of Westview College a handshake. And then that's such a good show of sportsmanship, Femi.
Congratulations. You'll proceed to the round of 16. You will await the winner of the second debate, which is about to start in a bit. Once again, congratulations to Folajimi Falobi and Toluwanimi Afolayan and Sarah Shitu of Halifield Schools, Maryland, Lagos. And I'd want to say Sophia Suleiman and Kendi Shokumbi, you give a very brilliant account of yourselves. The tiebreaker rounds can be that way. And
I'd also like to say, if you feel downcast right now, you might want to borrow a leaf from Heritage Group of Schools book. That school came to this competition more than, I think, about 3 or 4 times before finally advancing to the finale, to the finals. So take heart. You have December this year to enter the competition again in the new season. Okay? So we will see you then. Sophia, it's okay to sulk right now, but it's not the end of the road for you. At least not forever. In this season, yes. But you have another chance in the coming season.
If it's any consolation, bear in mind, you won both the second and the third rounds of the main debates. You lost the first round, you won the second round, and you also won the third round by half a point to make up for the half a point advantage that your opponents had in their first round. You can be proud of that. All right? I think in the tiebreaker round, you didn't use your time judiciously enough because you probably did not prepare for a tiebreaker. I'm not sure anybody prepares for a tiebreaker round. I think you still had time, and your opponent used their time well, provided point after point, and you guys signed up a little sooner. That was just the difference. Having said that, well done. We look forward to seeing your school again in the next season. Kinde, you are in SS3, so that's it for you. But we look forward to seeing the likes of Sophia and even Eze Emmanuel, who are both in SS2 in season 10. Well done. Lagos. We'll take a break. When we come back, we will go straight into the second debate of the evening. Stay with us.